There was this video I watched, and this was a guy who was 40 some years old and is transgendered. Now, the transgendered is not the strange part. The strange part is the guy wants to be a 6-year-old girl. Yeah, that's really messed up. Look, I don't care about the transgendered part, and I can understand that age is just a number, but when you actually want to go and say, well, my gender is whatever I want it to be, therefore my age is going to be whatever it wants to be, I'm going to have to go and cut you off right there at the impasse. For example, even if topographically you look like a woman, genetically, on the genetic level, your DNA is still male. Just because you change your appearance doesn't mean the underlying circuitry changes. By comparison, that would mean if I went and took the components of a shitty 10-year-old computer and I just bought a new computer case and I put all those parts in it, that means it should be even better because, hey, the case is different. No, it's not. It's still the same POS hardware that runs everything. You can keep the old case, change the inside, and that'll make a difference. But as far as things go, in terms of technology, we really can't do that. We can do some of it, like injecting female hormones and all, but the problem is, I think that causes cancer in men. So even if you did achieve the end goals you wanted of looking like a woman, you would have to go and worry about health issues that will adversely affect your life. But then again, people are going to do what they want to do. It may be completely pointless and insane, like this one guy, he got the word racist tattooed on his forehead and seemed pretty damn proud of it. Yeah, this guy's going to be working at Burger King the rest of his life. Or a gang. You never know. The point of it is, I really do not care too much about the guy's transgender thing. It's just pointless to me. But as bad as it is, what really gets me is the age part. Because while age may just be a number, the progress of time ticks on. You can say you're 6 years old, that doesn't mean you have the body of a 6-year-old. You're still in the body of a 40-year-old man. And fuck you have a problem with me saying that because he's transgendered. The truth is the truth. It really doesn't matter what your mind can conceive. I can go and say that I go and have $20 million in the bank. At the end of the day, I am still a poor piece of shit who's dead broke and probably can't make ends meet even if he tried. The point of it is, I really don't care what you say you believe. You can believe whatever you want. You can think it's true all you want. I can go and think that the people on Tumblr are a pretty bright group of people, but that doesn't necessarily make it true, now does it? Even so, I can understand why some people would want to regress into childhood. I understand. Being an adult sucks. It really does. There's bills, there's the government telling you what to do, there's strict social stuff that's acceptable, what you can and cannot do. It's all a headache, and retreating into childhood and letting someone else worry about all that, yeah, I can understand why you would want to do it. That still doesn't mean that it's a good idea. Learn to accept reality, people. Yeah, it sucks. It really doesn't matter what you wish reality to be. You could go and wish that you were a black female lesbian who was mentally brain damaged and who was autistic and had cerebral palsy and all this other stuff just so that you'd be higher up on the progressive stack. You could go and wish that all you want. That still doesn't change the fact that most of the people listening to this are going to be straight white males, and if you're going to say, oh no, I'm not a straight white male, you can go and sit and say, well, I'm actually trans black, trans female, trans gay, and it still amounts to the exact same thing of what I just said. Cut the bullshit. Also, again, you can sit and say, well, I'm really a 6-year-old girl because that's what I feel like. Okay, I feel like I'm richer than Donald Trump and that I'm going to be the next president. Anyone want to tell me no? Here's a better one. I'm actually an attack helicopter. That's right. If I go and point at you and say, pew, 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 and you don't go and suddenly stab yourself a couple times in the chest and all from where I went and shot you to go and to indulge in my delusion, then that means you must be oppressing me. Seriously, this stuff isn't that hard to point out, people. I'm just telling you what's true. Quit getting mad at me and learn to face reality. This guy I'm talking about, he clearly isn't. He's done run away from it, and seriously, for us to indulge people with these issues, we're making them worse. The last thing I want someone to do is go up to someone who has schizophrenia or some other mental issue and then go and tell them, oh yeah, you're right. The stove really is talking to you, and the CIA is also listening to everything you do, and they're planning to go and have a hit teamed on you and everything else and all. You're absolutely right. No, this would be terrible. This would be insane. You'd only be making things worse. Again, as I have stated, you can go and change what's on the surface all you like. All these women who are dyeing their hair, putting on this makeup, and going to have this plastic surgery, and all this other stuff, yeah, you can go and do this to your heart's content. But no matter what you look like, no matter how good you look, the clock is still ticking, and you are whatever age you are. Still, I'm getting sidetracked. The point of it is, do whatever, be whatever, just quit lying to yourself, just learn to accept reality. I'd like to go and be a rich millionaire's kid, but that's not going to happen. That's just a truth I'm going to have to accept. I'm going to have to accept it, and then move on with my life. Otherwise, if I don't, well, hard times ahead.